As we get closer and closer to the end of round 1, we will have a matchup between Bubble Swirl and Bermuda Swirl to do in this video. Bermuda Swirl made this year's Maze Race Championship very close to securing a Maze Race title, but could not close out Stream of Lava and Water in the end. Bubble Swirl was in this year's balance jump, went 3-3, and was very mediocre. Hopefully for his sake that he has a really good backtrack tournament. Only has one playoff appearance in his whole career, despite having some success in regulations, but just seems like Bubble Swirl has never found a way to make it to the playoffs, except for the 2018-19 Maze Race when he won the regulation championship. But anyway, let's begin this game right now. Alright, let's begin this game right now. We roll a 3 on the dice roll, so balance jump, Maze Race, and timed race will be the order for this game. We've actually rolled a lot of 3 so far in round 1, but nonetheless, let's begin the game right now. Bubble Swirl will be kicking us off right here, and a pretty good start for him, 40. And now let's see how Bermuda Swirl is going to respond to that. Bermuda Swirl, being a former balance jump playoff marble, needs to respond with something good right here, and Bermuda Swirl gets a 10 to start, and that's going to be 3 points for Bubble Swirl right off the bat right there. And now we move on to try number 2 in this balance jump, and a bad miss by Bermuda Swirl. And now Bubble Swirl is going to have a chance to extend his lead even more. Let's see what Bubble Swirl is going to be able to do here, and absolutely missed that one. My goodness, Bermuda Swirl being the Maze Race silver medalist, that is dangerous. Bubble Swirl needed a better second try on that, but now in the Maze Race, Bubble Swirl in the red funnel here on point number 1, and Bubble Swirl will take the first point of the Maze Race. And now we move on to the second point. And a bunch of swerving. Bermuda Swirl will get in there first, and Bermuda Swirl will close out the point. Bubble Swirl got stuck right there, so now it will be 1-1 now. And now Bubble Swirl taking the very sharp angle there, and Bubble Swirl will make it 2-1. All right, 4th point. Bermuda Swirl needs to force a 5th point. She's got to win this 5th point. Very important 5th point right here. Bermuda Swirl needs it. And Bermuda Swirl in the red funnel. And on the 5th point, it will be Bubble Swirl snatching it away from her. My goodness. What an effort by Bubble Swirl to out-hustle Bermuda Swirl. And what a first try in the timed race. 28. That ending was spectacular by Bubble Swirl. And there's not really much of a chance for Bermuda Swirl to win this one now. 34. And my goodness. This game should have been much closer than what it's going to look like on paper. My goodness, what a bad second try for Bermuda Swirl. Yeah, this is going to look like a blowout, but my goodness, this game should have been much closer than what it's going to look like. Bubble Swirl, 36. 3 more points for him to end out at 11-0. My goodness, this game should have been way closer than it really looks, I must say. I mean, Bermuda Swirl should have won that 5th point in the Maze Race she needed to win. It would have been a 3-2 game, and who knows who would have won at that point. But anyway, Bubble Swirl gets the win in the end by 11 points. Our 3rd shutout of round 1. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching this. I will see y'all later for some more games coming up.